Tosuka must notice as well, because she shuts her mouth and concentrates on the surroundings. The scene's the same as always. It's past 10 o'clock, and the town is dark and quiet. There's no one out on the streets, and there's no sound. It's become familiar since the Holy Grail War started, a quiet nighttime atmosphere. But
it's quiet.
Tosuka murmurs beside me. Yes. It's quiet here. The town has been quiet at night these past few days. It's the deepest silence, the deepest sleep. But still, the silence tonight is quieter even than that.
Ooh, sorry. Hey, was it like that over there yesterday? Not just the houses, but even the street lamps are off.
Tosuka's looking down the road that leads to the Realta temple. The opposite direction from Shinto, right into the suburbs. There's no light there, and it looks like a black wall. Let's go. I step into the dark town. Tosuka's silent. This is something we don't even need to think about. We both know what happened. It's contradictory. We know we'll have to admit the truth if we go, but we start walking, hoping that we'll be proven wrong. What did I feel when I first saw it? A black wall completely obscuring the other side. The instant I pass it, I understand what happened in this area. The town's too quiet. It's not that the town is asleep. This is nothingness, devoid of any human presence. It's total stillness, brought on by the death of everything in the area. I get dizzy. There's no change in the town. The area, about 50 households, are standing in the darkness with no change. There's no sign of broken doors. There's no sign of broken windows. And of course, there are no cranes to remove the roof and take everything out of these houses. At the same time, the presence of the hundreds of people who should live in this area is gone.
Himiya-kun, let's go in that house.
She puts on gloves and goes into a nearby house. She goes by the gate. She opens the front door. She walks through the hallway. She goes up the stairs, looks through the second floor, confirms that it's empty, and goes back outside.
The people in the blacked out houses are...
Tosuka says they're gone. The town is like always. The buildings haven't even been scratched, and there are no corpses. It's so clean that nobody would notice the abnormality, even in the morning. But still. This area looks more barren than that time. We look through a few more houses, but it yields the same results. The buildings have no damage, but the people in them are gone. All that's there are traces of magical energy. Every building, road, and ground. The black afterimage is stuck everywhere. I know that thing caused this disaster. I feel dizzy. I feel like vomiting. Corpses without corpses. Blood without blood. The desolate town engulfed by the shadow. I'm walking in such a place. So why does an unrelated image pop up in my head? But it's not unrelated. It can't be unrelated if it comes to mind. Stop. Remember, remember. You know this presence, this smell. It happened back then, too. What did you imagine when you saw it for the first time? I don't realize it. It's the same. No, something heavier engulfed this area. No. That time too. Why did you imagine such a thing? That's... I have no positive proof. I have no reason. I have no motive. I have no evidence. Who is this similar to? That can't be. It's impossible. I can't admit it. But the more I think, have I become a bad person? I have no proof, so I'm made to believe that my intuition's right. Yes, because the sensation is... Stop. Don't think about stupid things. Too similar to the heavy nightmare from the night when I thought about...
Shiro, why did you stop? Is something wrong?
I shake my head to dispel the dizziness. It seems the traces of the shadow are getting to me. No, I just feel nauseous. Don't worry about me. Go on.
Really? That's bad. So its lingering presence affects you, even with your increased magical resistance. Well, I guess that's to be expected with the amount of magical energy. You can't engulf a town unless that's the case.
Oh, it's not like I'm out of energy. I just felt sick, so it didn't take anything from me. Toska understands.
Nick, thanks for the sub!
Hi, Nick. More importantly, we have to find out what happened here. So, what happened there?
Well, it's eating, just like all the other incidents. It's just that the scale was much greater. Guessing from the traces, it didn't go to each house individually. It probably engulfed the area like a tidal wave and melted into the ground. It must have been hungry. It wanted to finish the food in one mouthful. But it seems it doesn't like inorganic stuff. It went past anything that wasn't alive, only digesting what was. If there's any comfort, it's that they disappeared right away. There was no time to feel any fear or pain.
Boundary field of dissolution. Toska explains that it's like the boundary field rider set up at school, but much stronger and instantaneous.
The problem is that I couldn't detect the magic, even though it's so powerful. If that shadow did this, it means that it's not magic, but just an ordinary action. And in short, the dissolution in this area is like tossing around in its sleep for that shadow.
I see. But it's over. The shadow is satisfied with the food and disappeared. There's no way or reason for us to follow it. There's no reason to keep patrolling. The damage has already been done, and we can't do anything without a way to sense the shadow. We thought we could save people if we rushed to the scene when the shadow or Zokin was attacking them. But it's meaningless now. Because we have no way to find that shadow, and most of all...
I suspected it, but that thing is growing every day. It'll be an unstoppable monster the next time it appears.
We have no chance of victory right now. Sorry, I had to get a yawn out there.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Hi, goat flying through space.
Easy!
Easy clap. We're geniuses.
No.
Have we seen this?
Because we've technically already played this, but we lost the bot on it.
Right. Okay. It's weird that I didn't do this for the last one. Or this.
Okay, hold on.
Is this?
Save.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is this the interlude that we left off on last time? I thought it was a red one, but maybe not.
We gotta get there.
Okay.
We were pretty deep into it where I saved it.
Okay. So is this from your perspective then? How do we have? Were you reading this?
Maybe? I can start reading it and we'll go from there.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll see what pronouns they use here.
A complete silence. But they are not the only ones enjoying the spectacle. No, that expression is incorrect. The girl and the boy, they are both still willing to fight, so they are not enjoying the spectacle. Only inhuman minds are able to enjoy this spectacle.
This is an interlude before. There's 2 interludes, because this is a different. This is not.
This has to be the Zokin one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It is troubling if it does not know moderation. I left it alone for my good, but I may have to eliminate it soon.
Should I read this then?
The man and the white skull roam around the desolate town. No, I mean, we're good.
No, okay. Go for it.
They are watching the girl and the boy. The old man watches his enemies with pleasure. There is no hostility in him. How can he detest people who are not his enemies anymore? For him, they are no different from rocks by the roadside. But it's different for the white skull. For him, an enemy is an enemy, no matter how weak they may be. He will eliminate them if they stand opposed, and he will assassinate them if they are too strong to match. That's his code, a rule he must obey.
We can kill them here.
He tells his master. The boy and the girl are full of openings. In this land of death, they stand defenseless. It only looks like sick people asking for death, so he believes that he should be compassionate and kill them here. But
No, that is too wasteful. We let them live until now, so it will be uninteresting to kill them here.
the old man has no compassion. This thing that wears human form is rotten to the core.
How about this scenario, assassin? There is a sacrifice, a piece of meat that is ignored, cursed, and hated by the human world. This meat does not try to hate the world. It tries not to hate the world as long as it has at least one ally on its side. It seems love is precious and strong. The meat cannot hate the world no matter what happens to it. It's intently trying to suppress its smudge, believing that hating equals denies its ally. So anything you do to the meat is ineffective. But what would happen if you were rejected by it? If it were rejected by its only ally? From the start, it has been denied by the world. If it is betrayed by its only hope, there will be no morality to stop it.
You would like the boy to give the final push?
Exactly. He should be the one to draw the curtains. It was an unexpected growth, but he made it last so long. Then I should give him the pleasure of killing it.
Sadism and joy are contained in the laughter. The chattering of the teeth is like a white skull shaking in the wind. And we're lucky that Zoka doesn't go on a lot of monologues. So it's fine. But once he gets to like 4 sentences, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. Imagine a world, and you're like, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Yeah. As soon as he starts getting like a fucking Kodamine, I'm like, oh no.
We return home before midnight. It's because there's nothing we can do, and we can't afford to waste energy patrolling to no end. My feet are heavy. It seems the fatigue of the training is finally hitting my body. My body's like lead, and my eyelids droop if I let my guard down. I'm sleepy. My mind must be more tired than my body. Every part of me craves sleep, and I want to pass out right here in the hallway.
Welcome back. How is the town, Rin?
Ilya's waiting in the living room. I don't see Sakura. That's natural. Because Sakura is... No. Sakura should be sleeping in her room.
It was already over. How's Sakura?
Nothing happened. She's sleeping in her bed, and it doesn't seem like she woke up. I think she's doing well since she has spare magical energy from Ryder not taking form.
I see. But please be careful. It's over if she goes out of control again.
Even after seeing those empty houses, she's acting normally.
I'm going to sleep since I'm tired. What are you going to do, Ilya?
I'll rest as well. Tomorrow is iron making. We might fail if I don't get some good rest.
Ilya leaves with a good night.
Then I guess this is it for today. You should rest too, Shiro. I don't know if you can tell, but you're really pale.
Hey, you look like shit, buddy.
Hey, she's the first one that's going to tell you that every time.
My body feels heavy. I can still lay out at the futon in my current state, probably because it's a habit. I fall onto the futon. Looking up at the ceiling gives me enough composure to make me think. I think with my weary mind. I think about my left arm, the loosened shroud. I was in so much fear and pain last night, but today was like nothing. I have no memory of anything being painful or scary, and the day ended in a flash. The answer's right there if I seriously think about it. I think about Ilya. She said she can't live with me. She said she wants to, but can't. She said she can't live long. She said it as if she were common knowledge. About that black shadow. I think about Sakura. She's losing her freedom with each passing day. It's because the Crestworm is sucking the magical energy from her. It's not Sakura's fault. It's not her fault that her body's like that. All I can do is to give my magical energy to her. She should be able to maintain herself if I keep sharing my blood with her and give her plenty of magical energy. I close my eyes. Ilya said saving everyone's impossible. I can choose only one. I've already made my choice.
Senpai, are you back?
I hear a voice from the hallway. I'm awake. Come in, Sakura. I raise my body. I want to see Sakura even though my head's not working.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, but I came since I heard sounds. I never told you goodnight.
Sakura's like always. She's reserved, considerate, doesn't say what she wants, is at a loss, and still smiles at me. She became so surprisingly beautiful in the past year that I want to embrace her when we're alone, and she's someone I promise to keep protecting.
That's all. I feel well thanks to you. I can sleep well tonight, so I wanted to tell you that there's nothing to worry about.
Sakura's like always. But that's just a matter of course. She can't be different.
Oops.
It's not as if she's blushing and snuggling up to me like before.
Senpai? Am I distracting you? Disturbing you? You look really tired and sleepy.
Sakura, were you sleeping like I told you? I just ask what's bothering me. My tired head can't think at all.
Yes, I was sound asleep. I had another scary dream, but I was able to bear it since you were there until I fell asleep.
A scary dream. I have to ask her what kind of dream it was, but I can't say anything, reaching out for her long hair instead.
Senpai?
Come here, Sakura. I lower my hand to her shoulder and pull her to me.
Senpai,
You don't want to? I whisper as I hold her in my arms. Oops. You don't want to. Sakura doesn't fight back, but buries her face in my chest.
Yes, I'm very happy.
She relaxes and leans on me. And so I hold Sakura very, very tight. I can't hold myself back. I I just wanted to do this with Sakura. I wanted to hold Sakura many times until I lose consciousness. This fucking scene. And I actually do.
I forgot that we had sex.
No, we held her tightly.
Sorry.
Sakura's voice does not reach my brain. I can only hear my own breathing. It's Sakura that needs to be satisfied with holding. But I want it more than her. There's no sense of time. I tried to keep having this nightmare until morning, but the power in my body goes off right away. I fall asleep holding Sakura's hand.
Senpai,
I feel Sakura's warmth on my hand as I fall asleep. And my calm self speaks. The haze clears from my mind.
What's this?
I think I said post-hug clarity.
Yeah, you said post-hug clarity!
What good did this do? Maybe all you did was finally confirm a certain unease by indulging in Sakura.
I'm glad we could recall jokes that we lost to the abyss. Okay, so this is what we think Sakura is.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
also in her perspective, because it's
Okay.
like I, right?
Yeah, hold on. I am a coffee lady today.
Oh, but when I clear my throat.
So I mute it for the Discord whenever I cough. Or I mute it for the stream. I don't mute it for you, because if I do, you'll hear my Discord mute button. Which is what I found out when I was editing VODs. So you get to hear my coughs, but they don't.
Okay, interesting.
I'm seeing the scary dream again. Something is walking. Something scary that kills people whenever it walks. I'm watching it from behind. I don't want to watch, but I can't look away. This is a nightmare. A nightmare I'm seeing over and over. But to be honest, I feel a sense of intimacy with it. It was scary at first, but I'm getting used to it after a while. Most importantly, that thing does not have an evil mind. That thing is something similar to me that merely eats in a different way. It's the same tonight. Why do they all come? Does it release some scent that attracts men? No matter how many it kills, no matter how many days it continues to kill, the food comes to it. Jesus. It eats. It smashed up the food when it first started, but it must be getting the hang of it recently. There's no need to smash up the food. It just needs to pull it in and swallow it. You can eat the body and the soul like that. Sing and go. It's in a good mood tonight. It has never showed any emotion, but it seems to be happy tonight. I feel an affinity with it. I'm very happy tonight too, because this is the first time Senpai asked for me for the first time. Yes, there's nothing to be afraid of now. I keep seeing this nightmare, but it's all right. The world looks so beautiful and kind now that Senpai is looking at me. So I feel like continuing this bad dream and going to look for another meal. But...
I think this was your boy.
Yeah, me too. Oh, God. You were certainly working hard. Double the amount tonight. I meet someone that's scarier than the nightmare. It runs. The thing that never felt fear ran away from the person. Golden hair and red eyes. The person that has the same smell as me. The golden servant that... You should die now, girl. You will not be able to die if you become familiar with it. Warned me before to kill myself. Run away? From what? Run away? Who? Run away? Why? My dream doesn't end. The thing panics and flees into the back alley. But that's the end. I was hoping for a poorly made Holy Grail, but I never expected to reach the actual thing. It is a waste, but... Jesus. I will do the selection myself. Curse yourself for being too compatible. In an instant, the thing is showered with weapons. Huh? That's strange. It hurts. The thing is the one that was stabbed, so why am I in pain? The thing is the one that's dead, so why am I on the ground? I'm dreaming, so why? Why is my body cut up? Huh? It hurts. It hurts even though this is a dream, senpai. Pink squishy stuff is hanging obscenely from my stomach. It hurts. I try moving my hands to put my intestines back in, but my hands are only connected by flaps of skin. Legs. There are legs, but I'm torn off from my waist down. No. When I cry out, it hurts as if lightning hit my back, but I can't jump up because I don't have my limbs. Why am I? You're still alive? You're clinging to life too miserably, girl. He shows no mercy. The golden man snaps his fingers, summons a blade that's bigger than my body, and comes to cut my neck. Ah! A bad dream. This is a bad dream. This is like the bad dreams I've had. This isn't happening, and I'll be in Senpai's house when I wake up. So I have to wake up soon. Because it hurts. It hurts so much that I could die, so if I don't wake up, I'll really... Ah! I don't wake up. I don't wake up from the dream. Help. Help, it hurts. Help. Help. Quick, wake up, or I'll really... But I don't wake up. I don't wake up from the dream. The dream. I can't escape from my dream, senpai.
This is a perspective change, I guess. Okay.
We assume it's Gil. Do you want me to do this, or you want to do this? You are our token narrator.
Yeah, I can do it. So. And the woman falls. The woman, pierced with numerous noble phantasms, crawls on the ground like a bug.
Huh?
She's still conscious. Her life cannot be saved by any means, but she still frantically tries to move her limbs.
You're still alive? You're clinging to your life too miserably, girl.
A scornful death sentence. The Golden Man, a heroic spirit called Gilgamesh, mercilessly readies his final attack.
I don't want to die. Senpai finally accepted me. I want him to feel more of me.
She must not see anything now. The woman babbles about her mundane wish, reaching out with an arm that's missing from the elbow down, as if to cling to the small happiness she finally obtained.
No, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Because if I die now, Nei-san will. That is unsightly. Do not trouble me.
The guillotine descends. The dream ends. Still covered in blood, the woman's consciousness disappears in the dirty back alley.
He summoned a guillotine?
Well, it probably wasn't a literal guillotine.
I wanted to think of a literal guillotine.
By the time he turns around, it's too late.
You have already...
He is swallowed, beginning with his feet. There's no way to run. Because... oh god. It takes longer than usual.
It hurts. It doesn't heal because it's not enough.
She starts to walk. Her stomach is growling. The only driving force in her brain is hunger. Is she still not satisfied after consuming a heroic spirit with energy worth a few 100,000 souls?
It's not enough. This isn't enough at all.
It's as if she's driven by a fever. For the first time, she starts walking to the breeding area out of her own will.
We just ate Gil?
Yee.
Wow, he really is unimportant in this route. They were like, he showed up. He's kind of scary, and he kind of tried to chop my limbs off, but I ate him, so...
A lot of like bait and switching, right? It's like, ooh, it's Gilgamesh time. This is when routes usually like climax because Gilgamesh is showing up. And like, we ate him. Get fucked. You don't know what's coming.
He's important
as far as
food.
Gilgamesh summoning a guillotine, he would only be able to do that if he actually stored one in his noble phantasm.
Right. So like he could have a
there
guillotine.
Aren't guillotines in the ancient world, right? They're an invention of like the 1700s. So if Gilgamesh was summoned into a time period where he could take one and hold it, then sure. But I don't see why or how, when that would have happened. So it's unlikely.
Yeah, but it's still
But he can't just invent weapons. These are all things he's pulling from a treasury.
Right, but it's still really funny to imagine a guillotine being in that actual scenario.
Yeah. It all happened 10 years ago. I kept pursuing the responsibility for being the only survivor in the fire. These random people.
Are you going to?
I never forgot about it. I survived, so I...
Are these your internal thoughts?
Oh, these might be internal thoughts, yeah. Are you going to betray? I swore never to let such a thing happen again. I made an oath with myself to become a superhero like Kiritsugu. Emiya Shiro's days were turned to that sole purpose. I let others use me so that I could hold my head up high before those who were not saved, and I made it this far because of that. I know. I know fully well. But you... Are you going to betray your previous self? You know the cause. You already know who you must defeat. The Black Sun. If the shadow in the sky is the cause, you must kill it before it happens again. Remember, what have you lived for until now? You have approved of yourself because you save innocent people, because you save people who ask for help. But if you're going to deny it just for one girl, you're going to betray it? Miyashiro will be judged by himself. It's morning. I wake up. It's bright outside and it's past 7 already. My body feels heavy. My limbs feel numb. My dull head can't remember who I am. Oh, what do you want for breakfast, Sakura?
Is she just laying there?
I pat Sakura, sleeping beside me. For a strange reason, I remember why she's there next to me. The fact that the girl I love is sleeping next to me is probably more important than my identity. It's morning, Sakura. We have to get up, or breakfast in Tosaka. I tap her shoulder. Sakura's cold. Not her attitude, but her sensation is cold, and she's also hard. Sakura? I raise my body and look around the room. She's not here. We slept together, and I held onto her hand, but Sakura's nowhere in the room.
What is he tapping?
Feeling the floor?
Yeah, what?
Sakura! She's nowhere to be seen. The guest room is silent. I feel no presence in the living room. My body doesn't move well. I hit my foot on the table. I fall, pull myself up using the wall, and head to the hallway. I must be in a hurry. There's nothing wrong with my body, but my mind isn't calm at all. Why am I rushing, and why am I feeling so uneasy? I'm trying to think, but whenever I do, it's like my thoughts are 10 seconds in the future. I can't think? Or does my brain not recognize what I'm thinking? Blood won't flow to my head, so I can't even tell. I can't remember what I want to do. But I'm relieved when I see Sakura's shoes at the front door. Tosuka's shoes aren't there, but Ilya's shoes are. Which means... her shoes aren't there, so... Yeah, Tosuka's the only one outside, so it means Sakura's in the house. So that's why I feel relieved. Sakura hasn't gone anywhere. Alright, I'm getting sharper. So yeah, Sakura just woke up before me, so she's probably doing something like washing her face, preparing breakfast, training in the dojo, or doing the laundry in the yard. Man, I got worked up over nothing. I sigh and head back to the living room.
Shiro?
Tosuka comes running inside. What? Tosuka, are you taking a walk?
I'm not that easygoing. No. We can talk later. Sakura's collapsed outside, so carry her in. I'll prepare the treatment.
Clock ticks. It's past 9 o'clock. It's been 2 hours since I carried Sakura in from where she'd collapsed by the entrance. Function is finally returning to my numbed mind.
Have you calmed down, Shiro?
Yeah, I'm fine now. I'm sorry for worrying you, Ilya. I don't remember what happened the last 2 hours, so I don't remember what kind of stupid things I may have done.
You didn't do anything. You carried Sakura inside, then held her hand while Rin treated her. She didn't have any external wounds, and you just sat down once you found out it was only a high fever.
I see. Where's Tosuka? I think she took Sakura to her room.
Rin was checking out the closet earlier. Oh, she must have been looking for Sakura's clothes. She was dirty, so you have to change her clothes before you can put her to bed.
I see. It makes sense now that she says it. Then I must still be in the living room because...
Hey, why are you following us when I'm about to change her clothes?
Tosuka probably said something like that to me.
We've never seen her naked.
So I've been waiting for 2 hours, huh? I might have been in a panic, but... I feel very stupid. What's going on? There are many things I have to think about. Sakura's well-being. The big meal the enemy had last night. No, that can come later. I should be thinking about why Sakura was collapsed outside when we went to sleep together. I feel sick. My mind refuses to think. The blank 2 hours. My body remembers that I've been pondering that problem for all that time.
Shiro, don't try to remember something you can't. You didn't forget it, but it went away. There's only pain even if you try to find what's not there.
Ilya.
It's nothing. I was just talking to myself, so forget it.
Ilya looks away and shuts her mouth. A few minutes after that, when the clock's about to strike 10,
Thanks for waiting. Sakura's awake now.
Tosuka enters, acting like nothing's happened. Tosuka, is Sakura alright?
I don't know. You should go ask her yourself. There's nothing for me to say.
Alright, I'm going.
Is there a reason to be that cryptic?
I get up. I leave Ilya and Tosuka in the living room and head to Sakura's room.
Because this isn't the first time that we've lost time. But before
We
it
lost
was
some time with like,
because of the arm
shit.
thing, not because
I don't
of...
like. I don't know. I think the way they're making it sound to me is just like he was really stressed and kind of blacked out.
Okay.
Just like a thing that happens.
So not something super sus.
I
Just
don't
a
think there's
generic
any
trauma
weird-
response.
Like, this is a real world possibility of a trauma response. Yeah.
Right.
So maybe there is something we don't know about that like shut off his memory. Ilya just like blacked something out on purpose, but I don't think there's any reason to believe that at the current moment.
Okay. Good. You're here, Senpai.
Sakura's breathing hard. But she speaks the instant she sees me. Of course I'll come, you idiot. I'll go anywhere for you if you collapse. Tosca got the job this time,
Oops.
but it's me that should be treating you. I get the chair and sit down. I try to sit level with Sakura, who's lying on the bed. So, how are you doing? Tosca didn't tell me anything.
Oh, I see. So Nason is keeping quiet.
No, she said I should ask you. She's being considerate, huh?
Oh, you seem happy, Senpai. I thought so for a while, but you like the strict part of Nason, right?
You idiot, that's not true. Tosca's a steady girl, but I don't want to deal with that all the time. First of all, we can't manage unless she's considerate times like these. Sakura nods, smiling. Her satisfied expression dispels my uneasiness somewhat. Good. I guess you're alright. What was Tosca saying, Sakura?
I'm just exhausted and malnourished with a light fever. There's nothing to worry about if I'm resting, so she told me I have to stay in bed all day. You know what we can do in bed all day?
She's still breathing hard. Just lying there must be painful. She's probably trying to breathe normally so she doesn't worry me. I see. Then keep resting. You have enough magical energy, right?
Oh, yes. Thanks to you, I'm fine.
Even though I'm the one that asked, I still blush. But this is something I have to know. Then you'll get well right away if you eat something good and nutritious. I'll put in my best efforts for today's lunch. I roll up my sleeve in a show of confidence. But
I'm sorry, I should be cooking for you. If I could just stand up, I could help you. I hate that I can't even do that.
seems my words hurt her. That's right. Sakura's concerned about her role. She knows she can't do anything, so she just tries to be the normal Mato Sakura. But she can't even manage something as simple as that. Well, just bear it for now. A sick person has to rest like one. After all, I'm gonna leave you in charge of breakfast, lunch, and dinner once you get well. You'll regret not resting more then. I jokingly say what I plan to do. Yeah. I can leave her in charge of cooking for about half a year if that'll please her. Jesus.
Really? You can't take it back later, okay?
I'm serious. I won't do anything for at least half a year. Well, I'd like to at least keep watch on the food on the gas burner when you need help. I've been standing in the kitchen for 8 years. I don't feel at ease unless I'm holding a pan or something.
Okay, then it's a promise. Please eat my meals once I get well.
Yeah, I'll promise you all you want. I get up. I can't keep talking to her and tire her. We were able to talk, and I know Sakura's doing fine. I should let her rest now. Then I'll see you later. I'll come here again during lunch, so sleep until then. I step away from the bed. Sakura nods silently. Oh, yeah, Sakura. I stop at the door and call out to her without turning around.
Yes. What is it, Senpai?
Oh, I was wondering why you were collapsed in front of the house. You were sleeping in my room, right? I try to ask as naturally as I can. After a faint gasp,
I was taking a morning walk. I woke up early, so I went outside, but then I collapsed. Son's right. I shouldn't be going outside right now.
she replies as naturally as I asked her.
Thank you.
Toska and Ilya aren't there when I return. They must have gone to their rooms. Oh, yeah. They're busy trying to reproduce the gem sword. I can only help after they make a replica similar to the original. My job for now is to draw out as much of Archer's experience as I can. I am the bone of my sword, huh? Archer's original spell, which flowed into me along with the pain. If I use this strangely familiar incantation to look within myself, my rate of success greatly increases. Projection now succeeds half the time. I'm copying Archer to make a copy of something. But I can only create a fake. Projection is reproducing something identical to the original. Amiyashiro can only create an inferior imagination. The only way to create a phantasm is with the arm's help. Suicide. It's not that poison will come into me once I use it. A bomb will be switched on once I use it. A sure end will come once I use it. An image of a firing hammer. There's a gun in my brain. The muzzle's pointed outward, but the trigger's still there. This image must be the time bomb Kotomine spoke of. But if I can take the gun out of my head, the switch won't go off even if I use it. No, the switch itself will be outside my body. That's the best solution. But of course, I have no idea how to do that. I like that he made a metaphor and then solved the metaphor and was like, that's it. That's all I gotta do. I gotta take the gun out of my head. Like, Shiro, there's not actually a gun in your head. Oh yeah, the news. I turn the TV on. I have to know what happened yesterday, so I watch the news. It's easy to find the right channel. They're all talking about that incident. The unexplained disappearances. There are over 40 houses with missing residents. None of the survivors noticed their neighbor's disappearance. And almost 60 people will never return.
Jesus.
I memorize each missing person's name as it appears. One by one. I engrave the strangers' names in my mind. And I replace the names with people I know. This is unhealthy.
What would you do if you found out your lover was a mass murderer?
Well, yeah. Will you be able to forgive it? Will you still be able to forgive it when the time comes? Will you be able to forgive the thing that's causing it? Will you be able to forgive yourself for overlooking it? The crime. If I can't protect it from the crime, it will be painless salvation to stop it before it commits any more crime. TV switches off. The news that's been informing me of the incident is...
Don't be stupid. We're not decent enough people to mourn over what's already done.
mercilessly cut off by Tosuka. Tosuka.
Here, I brewed some tea, so drink up. I have nothing to do because Ilya wants to be alone.
Tosuka places the teacup on the table. Her reasoning doesn't sound right. so I don't have to do what she tells me to, but I'll drink the tea.
Yeah, but it's so hot that it'll burn your tongue.
I see. That's even better. Thanks, Sosaka.
I just wanted to get myself together. You just happen to be here, okay?
This is how she wants to show her concern for me. I'll just have to accept it. Time passes. We just drink the tea silently. I don't feel nervous for some reason. I rather feel relaxed. This is purely speculation, but could Tosca be one of those girls that soothes the atmosphere? Huh.
Why are you smiling all of a sudden? Tell me if you want to say something.
Oh, I was thinking to myself, we've never sat around doing nothing like this, right? Whenever we're together, we talk about the Holy Grail War, so I thought we had a pretty savage relationship.
I can't help it. That's how it all started. Or what? Do you want me to talk about what might come up on the finals or what stores I like to go to?
Huh? I guess it's fine as is. I think this dangerous relationship's suited for us. We were so relaxed, it felt weird and funny.
Well, you're right. That's how it all started. We started talking with each other after we became masters, and I wouldn't have gotten to know you unless I became a Oh, that's you.
I think this is all sure. Yep. Well, you're right. That's how it all started. We started talking with each other after we became masters, and I wouldn't have gotten to know you unless I became a master. Well, that's one good result I got from being a master.
You got Sakura.
I can fight alongside the girl I've admired.
That's not oh.
This is Ren.
Okay. I started to feel doubts. That's not entirely true. I don't know about you, but I've known you for quite a while.
Huh? Tosca blushes, saying something I can't ignore. You knew me? Tosca nods with embarrassment. No way. Did we talk when we were in the first year?
No. I knew about you, but you didn't know about me. You're one of my traumas.
Such a funny way to refer to people. You're one of my traumas. Don't. It's fine. Why? I don't like that. I know it can't be helped to hurt someone when you don't know about it. But it's not good for my mental health to know that I've hurt Tosca, who likes to strike back 3 or 4 times as hard.
I'm the one who wants to ask that. Fine, this is a good opportunity, so let me grumble a bit. It happened around this time 4 years ago. I don't know why, but you were there after school, doing running high jumps until the sun set, right?
Guess 3 routes to explain this fucking story. Huh? I'm taken aback by the unexpected question. It's not the question itself. What surprised me is that Sakura was talking about the exact same thing. Yeah, so what?
I was watching that. I was right by the school entrance. I was an idiot watching another idiot who kept trying to jump a height he couldn't clear.
Hold on. That can't be. Sakura was the one watching me, and first of all...
It was just a coincidence, okay? I went to your school because of a matter related to the student council. I was in a different school, let alone class.
Yeah, I heard you went to the same school as Issei.
Yeah, we've known each other since then. I was the vice president and he was the president. After 4 years spent fighting, we found out that we can't get along.
I see, so it was a long relationship. I finally understand now. I knew Issei's attitude towards Tosca wasn't normal. Well, the mystery's unraveled. Actually, it seems even more tangled now.
Anyway, I just happened to see you trying to jump over a height you couldn't. That's all. That's when I first saw you, and I found out later that Sakura came to this house. I didn't know your name until then, and I forgot about your face.
Well, now I know how she knew me. Is that something traumatic?
It's revenge after 4 years. Sakura joined the archery club a year ago, right? So I went and watched when I got the chance, and I happened to see someone who wasn't a club member shooting arrows. I knew right away that you were the idiot from that time.
I want to say something about what she thought about me, but I stay quiet.
And I was shocked at that time. There was this stranger who went to a different school that I'd considered stupid all this time, but I remembered him even after 3 years. And I finally realized that you've been giving me damage all this time. I found out I was just jealous of this guy that kept on running like an idiot.
Why? He was stupid, right? That's not something you should be jealous of.
Yeah, I probably wasn't jealous of him, but I felt like I'd lost. It would have been fine if he had hope of clearing that bar. I would have just gone home if that were the case. But even he knew it was impossible. He knew nothing would change that, but he kept trying. It's as if he believed the effort was what mattered. Why are we talking about him like it's not the guy standing right in front of you?
It's like past tense, I don't know.
Yeah. To be honest, I can't do such a thing. I've always been like that. I determine whether or not something is possible. If I know it's impossible for me, I quickly give up. I don't try what I can't do, and I never regret it or think I'm powerless because of it. I'm cold like that. I'm a terrible person. Kirei called it machine-like instead of cruel.
But Tosuka isn't belittling herself. She's proud of how she is.
But I do sometimes think how pure it'd be to just keep trying without a thought for whether it's possible. Well, as a child, it's shocking to see someone that's completely the opposite of you, right? That's why it was traumatic. That guy who foolishly kept running was...
someone I was happy to know existed. Tosuka murmurs with a dreamy expression.
She said, I'm jealous of your no thoughts head empty. Oh, that was boring talk. Maybe I'm being nervous because things aren't going well.
Tosuka gets up, as if saying the break's over.
I'm going back to my room. I'll be creating the framework with Ilya in the afternoon, so you go watch Sakura.
She puts her cup in the sink and heads to the hallway. But
Hey, how is Sakura?
she stops and asks, as if she's just remembered. She seemed well. She still has a fever, but it's better than the last time she collapsed. Sakura's calm as well. She pushed herself to do things around the house, but she's being obedient and resting today. That being the case, I'm sure she'll be better in no time.
Of course she's staying still. She can't get up by herself now.
What?
She can't get up by herself now? Why? She should have enough magical energy. Then shouldn't she have enough physical energy as well?
Ooh.
Yes, she has more than enough magical and physical energy, but it's terrible inside. I don't know what happened last night, but she definitely died once. That's the only sound explanation for why the muscles in her limbs are so badly damaged.
No way. She didn't have any external wounds.
It's just that it's cleanly connected on the outside. I don't know if the crestworm ripped her apart or if someone else tore her limbs. If something really did tear her body apart, the pain would have destroyed her sanity. Let me ask, did she recognize you?
I swallow my affirmation. Tosuka's expression is agonized. Then that means... Sakura didn't recognize you?
She did. She knew me, and she called me Nason. She wasn't looking at me, but was looking at the Tosuka Ren she had imagined. Yeah, I really wanted to kill her when she said things like, "Nice to meet you," and "I wanted to meet you sooner."
Tosuka looks away as her words turn cold. Wanted to kill. Tosuka felt murderous intent against Sakura?
In short, I can't do it. I can't protect Sakura till the very end like you, and I don't intend to either.
Tosuka.
I told you, right? I don't do impossible things. As long as I'm Tosuka Rin, I'll kill Sakura the moment I determine that it's not possible to let her go on. Well, I don't need to say it again because that was our deal all along, but I thought I'd remind you. You don't need to say...
I think it's still you.
Okay. You don't need to say anything. I know how you feel, and even if you say something, it won't accomplish anything. We're allies while we fight against Soken, but we're enemies when it comes to Sakura. If you don't like it, we have to defeat Soken as quickly as possible. But Shiro, what will you do if Soken and the Shadow are two separate enemies?
I shut my mouth. Tosca's question is so sharp that it makes me dizzy.
Shiro, I'll kill her when the time comes. That's the best choice for both of us. You think about it too.
Tosca leaves. She goes back to her room, leaving me alone in the living room.
This is our...
Hi. Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead.
You had it.
Hi, Infindian. This is the first one that we've like played and streamed together. Individually in our own time, we've both played a good handful.
Okay. I oopsied and accidentally scrolled on the wrong screen.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Later, you know.
Okay, see ya.
She hears voices. Her body is broken, her head feels light, but she hears voices she doesn't want to hear. Hold on. Go back like 3 lines real quick. I'm confused where we're at.
Rin just said, I'm a fucking killer if I need to.
Okay. Tosca leaves, goes back to her room. Okay. We're in the living room.
Yeah, we just left the living room.
Cool. Cool.
We transitioned to this. To Sakura's room.
Okay.
She hears voices.
So Sakura's hearing Rin speak. Okay.
I don't know about you, but I've known you for quite a while.
She doesn't think about why she can hear the conversation. But she doesn't want to hear them. She wants to cover her ears if her arms would move, and she wants to go stop them if her legs would move.
I was watching that. I was right by the school entrance. I was an idiot watching another idiot who kept trying to jump a height he couldn't clear.
She bites her lip. She scratches the sheets with her fingers. A past event spoken of lightly. The event that happened 4 years ago. Her older sister speaks of it as if it's only her memory. Like she's the only one who knows about it. She's immersed in her beautiful memory, never even realizing that another girl was there.
Stop. Please don't.
Sakura's going full crazy.
Don't take away my memory.
She strains her voice and makes a plea that none can hear. The older sister's monologue continues. It goes on without her, just as she feared. The only thing she had an edge on over her older sister is brought down to mere recollections.
No.
Using magical energy to bridge the gaps in her ripped nerves, she covers her ears with her hands. Ow.
Yeah.
This is torture. How can she know what's going on in the living room? Has her shadow stretched that far? No, she doesn't want to hear anything right now. No more. She'll go crazy if she hears any more. Knowing this instinctively, she covers her ears, but the voices do not get any quieter. Her sister's voice resounds directly into her brain. She can't get away, even if she covers her ears or eyes. And...
Shiro, I'll kill her when the time comes. That's the best choice for both of us. You think about it too.
her sister coldly says the words she doesn't want to hear. To the last person she wants to hear them. And the voices stop. She can't tell what's going on in the living room anymore. It's only natural. Her only world is this dark room. There's no way for her to step into the world of light. Her eyes are hot. She realizes that she's crying. Heartbroken and frustrated. Her older sister is a coward. why is she pushing that onto the girl's senpai now? It's her responsibility as Tosuka's magus, but she's now trying to involve someone else. Her sister's trying to turn her only ally against her.
Ooh. Nason.
She hates her.
She's gonna lose her kneecaps.
She knows it's selfish, but she still hates her. She's making him abandon Mato Sakura. She hates Tosuka Rin for trying to induce him.
Nason.
But it's strange. This is what she wants, or why does she hate her so much? Her sister's saying she should disappear. The girl also knows she should disappear. She doesn't know how it's come to this, but she does know that Emiyashiro will be saved if she disappears.
No, I don't want that.
She can't. She doesn't want to lose anything. She doesn't want to be alone anymore. She learned of warmth, so going back to the cold is frightening. She learned of warmth, so warm people are detestable. She will not disappear. She will not be killed. Because
nothing is my fault.
Right, everyone else is at fault. She didn't wish for such a thing. It turned out this way because nobody helped her. Nobody helped her, so that must mean they affirm her. They didn't object, that's the same as agreeing with her. So, no one can punish her.
Hey, thanks for the raid!
Welcome, everybody. We're reading a visual novel. It's fun.
I won't die. It won't end up as Nason plans.
No. In reality, she will not die. Nobody can kill her. Even if someone still wants to try, that's fine. If she's to be killed, she will rather... not only her older sister. She'll be merciless, even to her senpai. Yes. If he'll turn away from her in disgust, then she would rather... like she does in her nightmares, so he won't become anyone else's. She coughs violently. The pain turns her wild imagination to blood, and she coughs it out.
No, I can't, senpai.
They do not connect. She can't tell the difference between good and evil. She can't tell what's good. She's about to lose her mind, not knowing who she is or how long she can stay sane.
Hello? Are you still conscious of yourself, Sakura?
Then, before she notices, the silver-haired girl is before her. The same girl as her. The white girl who's to become the container, who is not treated as a human being.
Okay.
Saber, Lancer, Caster, Berserker. It would have been fine with just these four. Where did you consume such a soul, Sakura? I'm surprised it's already sufficient when Assassin and Rider are still left.
Gilgamesh fucked everything up.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't understand. She's heard from her grandfather that the girl's just like her, a container that collects the souls of the defeated servants. But she's not heard about any servants being defeated other than the ones just mentioned.
It's fine. I won't ask since it means I don't have to worry about Archer being taken away. But Sakura, do you know what's going to happen to you?
Her head cools down. Her mind, delirious with fever, regains Mato Sakura with those words.
I don't know. What will happen to me?
The white girl shuts her mouth. Ainsburn's master. She was meant to be a vessel from the beginning, unlike the fake Mato Sakura.
You'll die. You can't be saved, no matter what.
And the girl tells her about the destiny that awaits them both. My body's still heavy. I have to make lunch for Sakura, but I want to rest a bit and clear my head. I fall onto my futon, letting my face sink into the pillow. I know. There wasn't any postponement since that day. I can't postpone the problem anymore. About Sakura. I have to decide everything right now. Amiyashiro. Oh. That probably came from outside or something. I thought that was like an internal memory again.
No, you're good.
Who is it? I jump up. A voice. I heard a voice. I heard it from within this room. Fucking arms talking to him.
Oh, no.
A chill runs up my spine.
Shut the fuck up.
The scary thing is that I still can't tell where in the room it's coming from. Oh, shit. I think this is Assassin.
Oh?
If someone could, like, be invisible in the room with him, that's the only answer I could really think of, right?
Oh, our dentist, thanks for the 29 months.
Hey, I was gonna say congrats. Yeah, you're fucking welcome, alright? Congratulations.
Yay, congrats to me! Yo, you went on autopilot there.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my assassin voice, I guess. And maybe I'm wrong, but that's kind of the game, right?
I think you might be right.
Not be alarmed. I did not come to take your life. A whisper by my ear. The voice. This fluent yet alien tone is of the servant with the white skull. Nice. Assassin. Assassin. How is it possible? His specialty may be killing people, but he made it here without being noticed or setting off the boundary field around the house? That's his whole shtick, Tsukushiro. You didn't come to kill me? Then you just want to talk? I search for the presence behind me while I measure the distance to the hallway. It'll take 2 full steps, 3 full seconds to dash out to the hallway in the yard. Assassin can kill me 4 times over in that time. Then my only way to live is to go along with him. Not I. It is the Magus who wishes to speak with you. Magus? You mean Zoken? Yes. He is waiting for you at the Mato household. He has no desire to fight. He will welcome you if you go there alone.
Dude, Sakura ate Gilgamesh and Zoken went, we're done. We are done.
Problems. Assassin's words can be trusted to some degree. If he wanted to kill me, he could have done it the instant he snuck into the room. He didn't kill me because Zoken wants to talk to me. That's not to say it isn't actually a trap, but
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, right?
we have to go, right? I feel like if we say no, he's gonna be like, well, tried. Fucking like slit our throat. It's a trap. It's obviously a trap. But it's true that I might never have another chance to talk with Zoken one-on-one. And I don't really have a choice. Even if it's a trap, I have to go see him and have him remove Sakura's crestworm. Alright, Zoken wants to talk to me, huh? A wise decision. Let us make haste. Even I cannot deceive Ryder's eyes for too long. The Magus will change his mind if someone else realizes we're having this conversation. Huh. So it's a secret meeting for my ears only, huh? There's no reply. His work must be done now that I've agreed. Before I know it, Assassin has vanished.
This is kind of fun.
Sneaky little date with Zoken.
Oh, what are we gonna get into?
I sneak out of my house to head to the Mato household. The sky is filled with clouds. Maybe it's because of the dark sky, but the house is filled with an ominous air. Get your voice ready. I go inside without ringing the doorbell.
I had a cough drop earlier.
It's been a year since I last came here. I go through the hallway following my faint memory and head to the living room. Shinji's alive in this.
Yeah, Shinji hasn't gotten fucking railed.
Cool.
Oh, you came earlier than I thought. Emiya's successor.
Zoken is the only one here. I don't see Assassin or Black Saber. It seems he really does want to talk with me.
Oh, you don't even want to exchange greetings with me? My, you must hate me.
I feel no hostility from Zoken. In short, he's taking me lightly. His composure is self-evident, confident in his ability to kill me at any time.
Well, you must have something to talk about as well, since you've accepted my invitation. Sit down. It must not be something to discuss standing up.
No way. Standing up is just fine for what we have to say. Hey, fuck you, buddy. I suppressed the urge to jump at him and punch him and glare at him as if it could kill him. Imagine just Superman punching this old man.
Just turns into worms.
Unlike Zoken, I can't hide my anger. I won't let my guard down against the guy who changed Sakura's body. Zoken, if this is a discussion, I have only one thing to say. Release Sakura right now. I'll just fight if Zoken refuses.
We'll punch him after he meets our demands.
I'll kill this monster before anything can happen, even if he calls for Assassin and Saber.
Release Sakura, eh? I would like to, but I'm afraid I cannot do anything.
Then, the old magus before me speaks in disappointed tones. What?
She cannot be saved no matter what I do, as it has grown too much. Sakura is already functioning as a Holy Grail. She will die even if I remove the crest worm right now.
Hold on. Holy Grail? Sakura's functioning as a Holy Grail? Why is he talking about the Holy Grail? Wait, what do you mean by Sakura being the Holy Grail? What did you do to her?
I tampered with her to obtain the Holy Grail and make it my wish come true, of course. It is all for Makiri's dearest wish to put shape to the soul, the true immortality. That is why I gave Sakura the functions of the Holy Grail after the war 10 years ago.
What? You gave her the functions of the Holy Grail?
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
Right. You should have heard how the Holy Grail War ended 10 years ago. Your father, Emiya Kiritsugu, destroyed the Holy Grail that was completed through the ritual we know as the Holy Grail War. The war ended, the summoning ritual a failure once again. But it was not a total loss. The Holy Grail was completed, if only temporarily. Then it would be a waste to leave the broken fragments as they were.
My head quickly cools down.
I don't understand.
In short, he took his granddaughter Sakura and...
Yes, I embedded the Holy Grail within her, but I am no monster. I made sure she can function as a human.
Then the crestworm in Sakura is...
It is something I created using the Holy Grail as a catalyst. With that, her body became a container to receive the souls. It became a tool to become the gate when the ritual is completed. It is just a copy of the Holy Grail the Einspurn family makes. Well, I do not have as much skill as them, so I did about 1/8 of my own way.
He laughs. Copying Einspurn. All he did was pick up a piece of a finished product and implant it within Sakura. You bastard! You can't make a Holy Grail, so you used a human being to make an imitation of the Holy Grail?
Experiment. It's just an experiment, heir to Emiya. This experiment is merely a stepping stone to the next. My original plan was to slowly change her to something like a Holy Grail over several decades. It was supposed to be a...
On?
Ooh, ooh. Bro, my brain. Oh god.
It was supposed to be the first step towards Makiri's Holy Grail, which lives as a human, but still has the function to collect souls.
Sakura is an experiment?
Of course. Sakura was given the Matō family, to the Matō family for that reason. To give a daughter to the Matō family means giving us a foundation to achieve our goal. Tosca is well aware of that. We both have the same goals. We will both turn ourselves into monsters to achieve immortality.
Immortality? You and Tosca's father used Sakura for something ridiculous like that?
Of course. The Holy Grail War has always been a ritual dedicated to that end. That is the only reason we cooperated, and I am the only one who still lives. To use the Mito successor to achieve our goal in the far future. But fate can be quite ironic. Sakura was prepared to be an unadaptable Holy Grail, but she has shown surprising growth. I have gotten old. I never expected Sakura to have that much talent. Not only does she still live in spite of taking in so many servants, but she still retains her sense of being Mito Sakura. She is a true Holy Grail, just like that of the Einspurn, which I thought was impossible to make myself.
I can't hold it in anymore.
And punch him.
I'm not patient enough to keep listening to the monster's nonsense. Forgetting the possibility of Assassin's intervention. Enough of this bullshit. You can't call something that only sacrifices human lives a Holy Grail. I let my anger take over and dash at Zoken with a raised fist. But
It is a Holy Grail. First of all, even the Einspurns, who created the Holy Grail, use a human as the base for their Holy Grail.
what? Zoken's smile stops me in my tracks.
Using a human...
Oh, sorry.
Using a human as a base. My body wobbles back. I hate myself for knowing who he's talking about, even though I don't want to understand.
Right, Eliasfield is also a Holy Grail, but do not consider us the same. The Einspurns are far worse. You can ask her yourself what kind of a Holy Grail they prepared.
My upraised arm falls. I can hold his fist up that whole time. Not only Sakura,
He's like, when you like reel back to see if they flinch. That's what he did.
right? Puffs his chest out. Even Ilya's the same, and regret takes over my body in place of anger.
Well, I assume that was all you wanted. Then it is my turn now. The reason I called for you. I want to discuss the shadow with you.
What? Discuss the shadow. He must be talking about the black shadow that's attacking the people in this town. But what are you saying? That thing's on your side. So what do you need to talk about? Do you want us to beat it? I glower at Zoken, my voice thick with sarcasm.
This simplifies matters. Yes, I want you to do something about that shadow. That is why I need your powers, Emiya Shiro.
What? Are you serious? You guys are on the same side, right?
On the same side. Well, I have helped it, but it has never helped me. I cannot even communicate with it. I merely arranged its path so it would not run wild. I calmed it down every night to minimize the damage it dealt, but as of last night, I can no longer continue. Did I not tell you? I cannot manage it anymore.
My heart thumps loudly. I cannot manage it anymore. Who is that directed to? Zoken.
Yes, I must tell you what the shadow is before anything else. In short, that is the content of the Holy Grail. People say the Holy Grail is an omnipotent pot, but the Holy Grail we aim for is not a pot. The Holy Grail is only a means. Einspurn, Makiri, and Tosaka. What the three families aim for is to open a gate using the complete Holy Grail. You can think of the complete Holy Grail as a gate to connect this world to a world where every wish comes true.
Hold on, then the Holy Grail is...
Yes, the goal of every magus is to reach the origin, but I am not interested in such a thing. The Einspurns only sought the completion of the Holy Grail. Tosca is the only family that is still aiming for the origin. Anyway, the Holy Grail is a gate that connects to the wish machine. The shadow is something that is leaked from the other side. The real Holy Grail, Eliasfield, would not have done such a thing. That shadow is a mistake made by the imitated Holy Grail. Well, I do not like to talk about the shame of my family, but it seems I did not discipline her well enough. She matured as a Holy Grail, but it would appear she cannot shut the gate properly. I do not mind if she dies from her own carelessness, but I cannot have her involve other people. What a bother. The Holy Grail I made might devour everyone in this town.
starting to lose the voice on.
Yeah.
Fury, thanks for the resub.
It's getting hard.
Yeah, it's long. Matozoken shakes his head. As if it's someone else's problem.
He's fucking immortal, dude. It is someone else's problem.
Like, I'm fucking worms.
I'm worms.
I should punch him for saying that.
Fucking do it, dude.
But his words turn my emotions to ice. Then that black shadow is truly...
You should already know. That thing is Sakura's shadow. You should recognize the similarities between them.
Mato Sakura herself? I fight off the dizziness. The truth. I accept the connection I've already known but denied. No matter what that black shadow may be, I have to accept the crime is Sakura's as well. Does Sakura...
No, she should not know about it. The thing is the Holy Grail shadow that appears through Sakura. It originally should not have form, but when it passed through the gate called Sakura, it took Sakura's form and imitated existence in this plane. The Holy Grail borrowed Sakura's sealed id
Yeah.
to come into this world.
It's one of Freud's 3 sections of your brain. It's like the id, the ego, and the superego.
I see. It was beyond my expectations, to be honest. I denied it since it was impossible, but I have to accept it now that it is getting stronger by the day.
Wait, real second. Didn't you watch Id Invaded? What did you think Id was in that?
No, it wasn't that I thought I didn't know the word id. It's just that when I saw it, for some reason I was like, ID! And then I was like, it's not capitalized.
I was like, you've interacted with the word id before. I know you have.
Yeah, no. But you went teacher mode, so it's fine.
That's for the audience, of course.
You're helping? My brain, that typo earlier threw me off. I was like, it couldn't be her ID. That makes no sense.
Possibilities. Now everything could be a typo.
That thing is a holy grail with a will. That is why it keeps consuming human souls to complete itself. There is only one way to stop it. If the Holy Grail is born from Sakura's unconsciousness, you merely need to stop Sakura. I tried to persuade Sakura, but the shadow does not want me going near her. It does not have a will of its own, but that shadow is Sakura herself. It hates whoever she hates. I cannot even go near Sakura anymore.
And you can't get close to Sakura?
No, you people think Sakura is under my control, but that is all in the past. She is already in your hands. I cannot control her, as I have been cut off from her.
It's something I can be happy about. Insane takeaway. At the very least, Okin can't do anything to Sakura.
It is one takeaway.
I guess if he's like, well, silver linings. Then if we can do something about the crest worm. Wait, you haven't done anything to Sakura?
No, nothing at all.
Then Sakura's still in pain because...
That's her own problem. I have never used the crest worm. She is breaking down because she is a Holy Grail and the powers of the Holy Grail are flowing into her.
Kind of your fault, but...
Think about it. There is a great sword.
I just put the Holy Grail inside of her. It's not my fucking problem, dude.
Think about it. There is a great swirl of magical energy that can grant any wish. Her human body must receive what flows from that source. There is no way Sakura's weak mind can endure that strong onflow.
And Sakura will...
Unable to bear the strain of being a Holy Grail, she will explode.
And then you blow up.
No, if Sakura's consciousness empties, the Holy Grail should appear. She might be swallowed by her own shadow. Do you understand? It is meaningless to kill me here. The Holy Grail War ends once you defeat me. At that point, all that remains is for the Holy Grail to activate. Sakura's mind will be obliterated once that happens. If you want to save her, endure for the duration of the Holy Grail War. The timing to open the gate, the completion of the Holy Grail. The Great Holy Grail does not last long. It has already been 10 days since the war began. Judging from the past wars, this war should end in about 4 more days.
4 days? Are you saying Sakura will survive if 4 days pass?
Who knows? That is for you to determine. How was she this morning? Do you think she will last 4 more days?
You will. Of course she'll make it.
I see. But the same cannot be said for the other people. How many disappeared last night? How many will disappear tonight? No, how many days do you think it will take for the whole town to be consumed?
Food for
Can't really
thought.
hear his question. Does this man sound happy or sad? My head is shaking so much I can't tell. Defeating Zoken won't solve the problem. Sakura won't last until the Holy Grail War ends. We can't beat that Black Shadow. The people in town will continue to die as long as the Holy Grail War continues. Then how can I save Sakura? Then...
It's simple. You just need to kill Sakura.
Zoken states the obvious.
I am correct, am I not? She cannot survive even if you let her live, and the Black Shadow will attack people again tonight. Kill her right now to prevent that.
I feel dizzy.
That is what I wish to discuss. I wanted to inform you of your current situation. I wanted to tell you that you are protecting the greatest disaster.
I feel like vomiting.
Sakura will notice Tosuka's daughter or me, but she will gladly give her life if it's for you.
I can't breathe.
Ending one evil life to save thousands. You should know, if you were to carry out Emiya Kiritsuga's will, Mato Sakura is your enemy.
My mind isn't working at all. I walk down the distorted hallway, unable to give a reply. I don't feel anything, even when I walk or lean against the wall. It's ugly. It feels like I'm in a twisted nightmare without an exit. I go outside, still forgetting to breathe.
You will not make the wrong choice. It is a pity for Sakura, but this is fate.
I walk.
Is it because I dropped the name?
This is fate.
But I will thank you in my granddaughter's place. She has never done anything for herself. She's never cursed herself for being thrown away by her father. She did not wish to be almighty like her older sister. She was a hollow being, like a mere puppet.
I walk. I walk.
The puppet was able to be loved by the man it desired. Surely it must be satisfied. Do not condemn yourself too much. You gave my pitiful granddaughter a gift in the end.
I walk. I walk. I walk. I stumble towards my house where Sakura's waiting. I walk down the hill.
You know how earlier I was like, man, thank God Zoken didn't go on a long rant. That would have been terrible. This game said, you know what? It's happening today.
It's an important rant, at least.
Mm-hmm. We learned lots.
I'll reach the Emiya household once I go up the usual hill. I can't leave my room empty forever. No matter what the reason may be, I secretly met with Zoken. It's not good to let Tosuka or Sakura know about it. So I have to go home before they notice. Go home and
Kill Sakura.
I have to make a decision. The contents of my stomach come up to my throat. I chose to ally with Sakura. I swore to protect her no matter what. I chose to be with Sakura instead of becoming a superhero. But that means allowing another disaster to occur, taking hundreds of lives. I can't do that. I can't do that. Amiyashiro cannot break that oath. It's like denying myself. If you, the only one to survive that tragedy or to allow the tragedy, you will be rejected by everything that supported you until now. No matter the end. Your crime will never be forgiven. Not do anything means silently approving of the action. There are innocent people who'll be killed tonight. If you know that, but still will not kill the cause, you're no different than the cause of the fire that day. If you deny what you've been until now to protect one person, will you be on Sakura's side no matter what? This is a choice between protecting one person or protecting everyone besides that person. Who will I side with in the end? I have to decide by tonight. Be expecting like a stopping break here, because I imagine this decision will lead into everything.
Let's go for a little bit longer and see how it goes.
Yeah. I go to the living room.
Huh? Did you come in from the entrance side hallway?
Elia's sitting alone in the living room. Yeah, I was outside for a bit. Did anything happen while I was gone?
Nothing happened, but you have to stay in your room and rest, Shiro. Your body is as bad as Sakura's.
Thanks, but I'm fine as long as the cloth is on.
Geez, you'll easily faint if you're talking like... Shiro, did something happen outside?
No, not really.
No, wait, I don't know what you went to do, but don't talk to me with such empty eyes!
Oh. She scolded me. I see. I must have looked ridiculous. It can't be helped if that's the case. I'm sorry. I know it does no good to worry, but I had to think. I shake my head. Like Ilya says, I can't empty my head. I can't go see Sakura with a miserable face, so I have to show some spirit.
Yeah, good. It seems you've cheered up. So, what do you want to ask about? I'll help you if that's alright with you.
Should I kill my girlfriend?
Sorry.
Crap. Ilya sometimes gets really kind. This is the second time she's helped me when I'm feeling down. I can't tell which was the older one. Okay. Can I ask you something, Ilya?
Alright, I'll tell you anything. What do you want to know?
The Holy Grail. Tell me about the Ironsburns Holy Grail.
Oh, God, we're going right for it. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, are you a fake person?
Are you real?
I see. So you found out, huh? There were two things I didn't want you to find out, and that was one of them.
Ilya. Then...
Yeah, I'm the Holy Grail. I'm not human. I'm a homunculus made that way.
Homunculus. An alchemical formula to create life without a mother using sperm and other elements.
Tamako has decided to be on one, so if you guys hear a Rolly toy in the background, that's not my fault.
Who bought the Rolly toy, babe?
I sure did!
You're not born from a proper reproductive system and therefore have physical defects. They have human shapes and human lives, but they're different from humans and therefore created with a powerful magical circuit. They're weak as a life form, but they far exceed human powers when they're made as magi. No, as magic circuits.
Well, so that's it. The Einstein family raised me to function as both a Holy Grail and a Master. The function of the Holy Grail is to collect the souls of defeated heroic spirits. Humans, coffins, or even a stew pot. It doesn't matter what it's made of as long as it has that special function. It just has to be a sufficiently large container of souls.
Ilya sounds like she's not interested. But this is the first time I've heard the Holy Grail collects servants.
Well, it's more like retrieving them than collecting. Servants are summoned by the Holy Grail, then it's natural that they return through the Holy Grail after they're defeated. I'm the only Holy Grail of Einsburn, so I should have collected all of them. But it seems there's someone else that's functioning as a Holy Grail. It took Caster and Lancer when I noticed, and its drawing power was greater. So it took most of the servants. I was able to collect Archer because he disappeared right in front of me.
It doesn't even need to be said. The other Holy Grail is Sakura. According to Ilya, Sakura's already taken in Caster and Lancer, as well as Saber and Berserker. 4 servants worth of souls. But can you hold such a thing? Isn't it a general rule the human body can only contain 1 soul?
Yes, all the more so if it's the soul of a heroic spirit. The magical energy of a servant that lost its shell, called class, is enormous. Having one in your body is like creating a typhoon in your body. But it's the function of the Holy Grail to collect 7 in the end. There's no space for the soul of the container itself. That's why all the Holy Grails until now are inorganic substances without souls. The function of the Holy Grail is to collect the souls of all 7 servants, then to unify and manage them. You don't need extra programs in there. The personality of the Holy Grail will only be erased by the function of the Holy Grail. In short, Shiro, the Holy Grail loses its human functions the more complete it gets. The same goes for me. Once I collect mini-servants, I have to cut off my functions as a human being to control the souls. I can manage them if I cut off the energy that moves my limbs. I won't let the souls out if I stop breathing. I can stabilize the integration of the souls if I use all the power I've used to construct my human form. That's the same for Sakura. You can't function as a human once you've become a Holy Grail. You don't have the power to spare. But yes, if there is a difference between us, it's that I can switch at will, but Sakura is forced to. Sakura is an incomplete Black Holy Grail, so she has no right to refuse.
Ilya shows no emotion as she continues. She knew it. She probably knew it since the time she was born. No, even before she was born. She knew that her life was made for such a stupid reason. But there's something I can be glad about. I place my hand on my tense chest and look up at the heavens, as if in thanks.
What's wrong, Shiro? I said Sakura can't be saved.
I know. I know that, but... You two are sharing them between you two, right? Then you're still...
Yeah, Sakura took most of it, so there's no problem in me saying it myself. Rider and assassin, even if I collect their souls, I don't need to cut off my functions as a human being.
Ah. Yes, that's fortunate. If I lose Ilya as well, it'll mean I can't protect anybody.
Shiro?
Before I know it, I'm embracing Ilya. I can't promise her anything, it's not like I want something.
Shiro?
Her body is small, so I can't hold her too tightly. She'll break. I just touch her, holding her in my arms. I let my fingers feel the weight of what I must protect. It's almost 2 o'clock. It's late, but I decide to make lunch and take it to Sakura's room. Well, take off my apron and put the rice porridge on a tray.
Bets that she's not there.
I take a deep breath. And I fill my heart with ice. I don't know what I'll say if I go see Sakura in this condition. I can't do that. If Sakura figures out that I'm troubled, she'll just be even more troubled herself. I have to freeze my emotions so I don't reveal anything. This will be the last time. This will be the last time we'll be together to just casually see each other's faces. I want our precious time together to end in laughter. She can't be here, right?
She has to be gone.
Are you awake, Sakura? It's late, but let's eat lunch. I knock and enter her room. It seems Sakura was sleeping, but her face brightens up as soon as I enter.
Yes, I'm glad you came, Senpai.
She happily smiles.
How long till
Time
she stabs
passes.
us?
Where we stab her.
Hmm?
Sakura's getting better. She can sit up on her own, and she even ate the rice porridge without assistance. Lunch ends, and we talk about meaningless things. Apparently sleepy after eating, Sakura continues to talk while lying in bed. That's it. That's all we can do right now. Sakura seems well. She's breathing normally, and her cheeks are red and healthy looking. I can believe that she won't last even a few more days.
I couldn't figure out if that was you or me,
I think it's you based on that line.
but I've rarely caught colds. I have a healthy body, and I've never had to stay in bed with a fever.
We started with how she dislikes cold medicine. She's now telling me how healthy she was. It seems she's never been seriously ill, and I hear she cured any cold symptoms with her spirit. Spirit? You mean you warmed yourself up and rested? No, that's not what spirit means. How can you have spirit during a cold?
Oh, it's an embarrassing story, so it's a secret.
She masturbated. Sakura laughs in embarrassment.
Stop.
Seems Sakura was an energetic child in her own way.
So it's not that I dislike cold medicine, but it's not that I can't trust it. Don't you get nervous because you can't tell the effect of the medicine?
Sakura's a fucking anti-vaxxer. Oh, I guess it was like that when I was a kid. I didn't get well even after I drank this bitter medicine, so I blame the pain and the fever on it. Sakura happily agrees. Seeing her smile makes me imagine that she's getting better and that she'll be up and well tomorrow. I silence my all-too-convenient wish. Sakura won't get well. I can't postpone my decision, believing that everything will turn out fine when she gets better. Hey, Sakura? Maybe it's because I've accepted the cold reality. What do you want to do once you get better? I ask her about a what if. I ask her about a convenient future.
What I want to do?
Yeah, something that's fun for you. Anything's fine, I'm just asking, so don't worry about if it's possible or not.
Hold on.
Sakura looks around, troubled. After some pondering.
I guess I don't have anything. I'm fine how things are right now. Just being with you is good enough.
Sakura blushes.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
My vision narrows. I have to keep my feelings frozen.
She has never done anything for herself.
I just hear him in the back of my mind. Damn old bastard. It's not that she hasn't done anything. She just doesn't know how. Fun things. She doesn't know what she wants because she's never known a normal life. She's never known normal happiness, so she values such trivial things.
Senpai, is something wrong?
Huh? Oh, I was just thinking to myself. She hasn't done anything yet. Sakura doesn't know what she should have, what she should obtain. Sakura doesn't smile outside. Sakura doesn't make friends. A closed world consisting of my house and the Mato's. But if I can change it, I'll pay any price.
Senpai, you're acting strange. Does your left hand hurt?
No, it's not that. Sakura, let's go somewhere far away once this is all over. We've never gone anywhere for fun, right? It's good to go off and enjoy ourselves once in a while. Sakura blankly stares at me. It looks like she's surprised, like she thinks it's all a dream. It's decided. Where do you want to go, Sakura?
Where?
She thinks in confusion. She doesn't answer for a while. But she must have found a wish she wants with all her heart.
It can be anything, right?
Sakura timidly looks up at me. Yeah, there's nowhere you can't go if you put your mind to it. I'm serious, but it seems she took it as a joke. Sakura smiles with relief.
And I want to go cherry blossom viewing.
She makes a trivial wish. Cherry blossom viewing? You mean that at cherry blossom viewing?
Yes, we can do it here, but there are only plum trees here. I want to go cherry blossom viewing in a big field on a sunny day.
I see. That certainly sounds really fun. It'll be great to watch cherry blossoms under a clear blue sky at the park by the bridge. There are many fun things. Starting out with cherry blossom viewing suits Sakura. Alright, then it's a promise. Let's go there together once you get well and once this whole mess is over. Look at the rabbits, George. Sakura shows a satisfied smile. I make the promise and stand up. Yes. How great will it be if we can really do that? I imagine my own happiness that I've never imagined since the fire 10 years ago. I leave her room. All that's left is a trivial promise. It's not just Sakura's wish. This promise, which can be fulfilled come April, is my wish as well. I dream of a warm fantasy with a frozen mind. Once winter's over, once spring arrives, we'll go view the cherry blossoms together. How's the day wrapping?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the night I have to make my decision.